William.
Yeah.
Hey, so welcome back to another one of these. I still don't know what the fuck the name we're gonna call this series yet, to be honest. I'm gonna call this William Learns Toku or some shit.
Okay.
Actually, no, I think that's too long because I have to put a bunch of fucking other titles in. Okay. I'm just gonna call this Mashin Sentai Kiramager discussion, episode 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Good lord.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So welcome to another this episode of Mashin Sentai Kiramager. So the whole purpose of this series, what we're doing, because one, Mashin Sentai Kiramager is the latest Super Sentai series, so we can start off with this because it's the easiest one to do. But we're starting it like 2 months late, so we're doing a lot of catch up right now for this series. So the whole purpose of the series, like William, you know absolutely little to nothing about tokusatsu in general. Like you don't know what you don't know what Kamen Rider is, you don't know what Super Sentai is, you don't know Ultraman, Garo, Godzilla, or any of those.
Okay, first of all, I do know. Okay, look, it's not like I'm completely ignorant. Just in the Super Sentai series, okay?
Okay, yeah,
and Kamen Rider,
and the other series. You know what Godzilla is.
Like
right?
I vaguely know about all the other series, but I don't watch them.
And like me.
And all I've seen for Power Rangers is like I've only seen up to the original in America, and to Lost Galaxy.
Oh, by the way, but you know something funny about Power Rangers? In Korea, in Korea they use the Super Sentai footage, but they call it Power Rangers over there.
Really?
Yeah, because so originally when Korea first got Power, they originally got our American Power Rangers, right? But they just got it Korean dub, right? So, but then they stopped doing that. So then recently, I think a few years, like I want to say like 5, 6 years ago, they started bringing over Super Sentai to Korea, right? To dub over, right? Instead of giving them a name, they just call it Power Rangers. Like, oh man, we already established that they're Power Rangers, might as well go. So every Sentai season in Korea is just called Power Rangers.
Well, shit.
Because they're going off of the original Power Rangers of the original Power Rangers license that they did back then, which is really funny. It's really yeah. Because if you go back, you could actually find the Korean opening, the Korean dub opening of our American Power Rangers season. I wonder if I could just quickly YouTube that shit real quick to post. Korea, opening. Let's see. Can I? Okay, no. Oh yeah, and also Korea actually did their own. Actually did their own season that they adapted. Here's Mighty Morphin, but the Korean dub. It's so fucking weird. It's just some. I don't know this Steam. I just found this. It's the first thing. It's just so fucking.
I'm watching it now.
Oh, did he badly Photoshop it too? I never realized that. Oh fuck! It's so fucking stupid. I've seen other seasons where they dub the open. This is just that's just a badly photoshopped dub. Jesus Christ! Oh fuck.
Wow!
Wow!
Really?
Photoshop over the logo.
That was kind of bad right there.
Yeah, it's kind of bad, but the other season gets better, so it's fine. It's fine. Like here's Wild Force. Wild Force is fine. This is Wild Force. Wild Force. All right.
Like I'm watching the intro again for like Power Rangers, like been in the Korean dub, but like. I wonder if it was racist to make the Black Ranger a black person. Is that racist or no?
No. So I found out originally. So because remember, racism wasn't a big thing in the 90s. All right. This one we had world peace. All right.
Oh yeah, sure.
All right. So apparently I found out. So you know how back in Mighty Morphin, because we're fucking off topic as fuck right now, so it doesn't matter. So in the original Mighty Morphin, they had a black guy play the black guy. They had an Asian girl play the Yellow Ranger, right? They didn't realize that until like 8 episodes in. They're like, oh wait, did we really do that?
Oh, so it was honestly unintentional. They didn't realize that until they filmed like 8 episodes. Like, oh yeah, we did do that. Oh, do you think anyone's gonna notice that? And they're like, nah, it's the 90s, dude. There's no racism, remember? Dude, that's a word for word of what they said back then. It's the 90s, dude. There's no racism. Quote me. Okay,
quote
sure.
me that.
You know what?
They actually said that. They actually said, remember, they're like, oh yeah, guys, it's the 90s. We don't have coronavirus. We don't have to worry about racism.
You know what? You're right. I'll accept it. I'll accept it for what it is. Holy shit, dude.
Oh yeah. Alright, so back on topic. Right. So William knows little to nothing about Super Sentai. Well, I have like 10 years, more than 10 years, because I fucking found out about this series when in middle school, and I fell into a trap of watching the show, of watching the series. So basically, the whole premise is so we're basically gonna go every week. We're gonna discuss the current episode, or whatever the fuck of the current Sentai season, Mashin Sentai. We're just starting with it because it's the easiest one to get into, and we don't want to start with Kamen Rider because Kamen Rider is 30 episodes in, and we don't want to do all that fucking catch up for 30 episodes. And also Sentai is way more accessible to get into than Kamen Rider, unironically. Yeah.
Well.
Yes. Yeah, so there's something we're gonna go through since we had to do a lot of catch up because we're like 2 months behind. We're gonna catch up 4 episodes of 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Yeah, that's the thing. So, but from what he said so far, he likes the show so far, so that's a good thing.
No, yeah, there's definitely a lot to enjoy about it. It's like, especially like, I don't watch a lot of Asian television.
Yeah.
Or like. I mean, of anything of like from the Asian side of things, probably more Korean cinema. It's probably the thing I'll be more into.
Yeah, William doesn't watch anime.
Parasite. Parasite the handmaid. I don't watch anime anymore.
William hates anime.
Okay, like I don't say I hate anime. I never said that. But honestly, like an unexpected thing I got from like this whole show was honestly this like. First of all, like from the series, again, as like I stated this before, but it was like a lot of the physical acting and all the energy.
No, nobody watched.
Yeah, you're right.
People only watch episode 2.
But yeah, like a lot of the physical acting and the energy that the actors bring into the show has actually honestly got me, kept me into the show, as along with the choreography for the fight scenes, which I honestly enjoy to watch.
Mm-hmm.
They're honestly really great. And also the Mabushina, the Crystal Princess, has a dick on her forehead. But anyway,
I fucking hate that fucking princess so much.
Okay, but yeah, let's get into episode 3.
Yeah, episode 3 starts off with a guy, which I don't know what the fuck this thing is. It's one of those things you use for work.
It's a vice. Right? It's a vice.
Okay, I've never heard of that. I never heard of that word before until today. So okay. Look, I don't do wood carvers. I don't know what a vice is. All right, that's my argument. I never heard of a vice before. Okay.
You never heard of a vice.
I never heard of a vice. Yeah. So so we start with a vice guy who
the enemy of the week.
Who puts vices on people, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And just to be clear, I still hate the monster design this season because it's really, really lazy compared to previous seasons.
You're gonna honestly have to show me all the other previous
you could literally just
designs.
watch an episode from any season just to see what they could do every week. But so starting with this season, they started getting real lazy with monster design. Because before you actually had like full on people in like these suits and everything. But I guess they realized, man, we've been doing this for like 40 years. We should probably stop.
Okay.
I really hope the way that these monster designs aren't a continuing trend for future seasons, where it's just a guy in a spandex suit and he just has some stupid thing on his head, right? I hope they get more creative. I hope they go back to like previous way to get more creative and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm not a big I'm not a big fan of these monsters design this year. Of the just guys in a suit, of a guy in a suit just with a stupid foam head.
Stupid foam head.
Yeah. So we start with the guy with the vice monster putting people in vices and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's as far as I got off. I didn't know you have anything else to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a guy with a vice, dude, and it's just like, honestly, this is like a character episode on the Blue Ranger. To be honest with you. Mm-hmm. And it's just like basically, the Blue Ranger
gets a vice stuck on his head by the monster, and he gets tricked by the monster with the worst excuse ever of, hey, look over there. What?
The vice. Like, god damn it, dude. Like, of all the ways for you to get like a vice on this guy, it had to be that.
Yeah.
It had to be that.
So he gets it stuck, and he gets it stuck, and it's not because he's wearing an obvious helmet. He actually gets it stuck on his head, and it's not because it's an obvious helmet and everything, right? That he's wearing. It's an actual vice. Just gonna ignore that the strap that's under his neck. That's under his neck, right?
Yeah. And it's just like, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, so
But
so then they go through them trying to figure out how to break it, and they do, and for some reason they at no point they decide to just remove the rubber strap under his neck, because there's no rubber straps there, obviously, that's there
oh my
supporting
god.
it. Yeah, and then we get a cute, yeah, what?
No, yeah, no, go ahead.
Oh yeah, and then we get a cute little fourth wall joke. So because they do all these, because they try to do all this, and one of them involves the getting shot with the gun.
Yeah,
I don't understand how that's gonna fucking remove the vice. Because at least with the other one, they're like, oh yeah, we'll remove it. I don't understand how shooting it is gonna remove it.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, you can shoot a person's head off. Why not shoot a vice off?
Oh, you're right. Is that how it works?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's they call it the William Tell plan, which is honestly kind of funny to me, because like that was the thing. I'm not gonna explain it though, because you can just search it up on Wikipedia.
Okay.
But but yeah, they have all these cute little plans on trying to like get the vice off his head, and also it's kind of funny because he's kind of had to live with this for a while.
Yeah.
And so he kind of like has this on his head, and he goes back to work, and nobody questions it. I think.
They just film because he's filming a samurai movie.
Yeah, he's filming a samurai movie.
Again?
Yeah,
Shigeru goes back to film.
Yeah.
We should probably start saying their name at some point.
Yeah, we really should. I mean, I just refer to their colors, to be honest, like Blue Ranger.
Yeah, you're right. That makes it easier than remembering a bunch of names.
Yeah, but it's like also it's really I do like this episode because like when they show when they're filming, there is a different feel to it, and it actually feels like they're filming a movie, so it's kind of fun seeing that.
We get a change in cinematography as well, so that's pretty good. Like you actually see the camera go from like a I guess a widescreen, not widescreen, but like a modern day camera work to like to like how samurai movies where we get like 16:9. No, not 6. Is it 16:9? Or frame?
I don't know.
We get to change the frame, so it's like you're actually watching an actual movie. But it fucking looks so stupid because in every scene he has the stupid vice on his head, and he's like, "Oh, I come to defeat you. I come to defeat you. I am the general, and I have a fucking giant vice on my head." And everyone just acts like, "Oh, yeah, right."
Yeah, but it's still honestly just like. It's confusing me. Like, does everyone know that these guys are rangers, and that's why they're kind of accepting that he has a vice or something on him?
Yeah, they just went along with filming it. I don't know why they even go along with filming. Like, you're just wasting footage and time.
Yeah, it's like you could just delay it. It's not the biggest thing.
You could film other scenes. You could film.
I know. It's just like have his scenes, film his scenes for later. Film everyone else's scenes. That day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then the monster, they get like, oh hey, the monster's here. You guys we go back. I'll fight the monster. Like, all right, cool. So they leave him. They're like, but they're like, oh Shigeru, we know how important it is for you to film your stupid samurai movie with a vice. We know how important it is for you to film Samurai Vice 3. That's the movie.
God, Samurai Vice 3.
Samurai Vice 1 and 2 is so good. We're already at Samurai Vice 3.
Shut the Oh my god, I hate that joke so much. God damn it. Oh my god. But yeah, like but yeah, they're what, fighting right now? Yeah, they're fighting right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fighting. I was like, then they're like, oh man, we can't beat this guy. But then Shigeru's like, oh no. Shigeru's like, oh no, I come to fight with you guys. I come to fight with you guys to defeat the vice monster or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and by the way, I don't think we haven't discussed about the villain. Like, I mean, we kind of touched upon it, but there's the villain of the show, right? One of them is the Kane's younger brother. And then we just get this side guy who I don't know what he's there for, to be honest. I think he's controlled the monsters or some shit.
I think he makes them. He makes them.
Yeah, we just get this fucking guy with who's also in a spandex suit with a giant fucking thing on his head, just there. Because like I said, there's only one guy in a suit this season, and it's the brother. And it's the younger brother who's like the super. I like the younger brothers on Monster Design, so that's pretty cool. Yeah.
No, he actually looks like a good a good and interesting villain.
Yeah, so, he looks like an actual suit. Yeah. Yeah. So then they got. So then they fight the vice monster who grows. So then they have to remove the vice, and they finally get it out.
Right, yeah. After the Blue Rangers, like they saying, trust in us, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he gets him out of suit, and then we get this fight sequence between him and the Vice monster. This is his hope. It's like, oh, you put a vice on my head, and now I will put a sword on your head.
Sure, a sword on his head, nice.
Yeah.
And then well, they kind of defeat him, right?
But then but there's still the big monster that's still there.
Yeah, and he has
he has a giant vice on his head.
Yeah, he has a giant vice on his head.
Mm.
And right. So, the vehicles are just fighting the monster off, and I know that the Red Ranger happens to get the bar, right?
Yeah.
I think you call it that.
Yeah.
And then then you finally get the Blue Ranger.
Clearly, I don't know what a vice is. All right.
Okay, sure, but yeah, then they get the fucking vice off of his head. God damn it, Austin.
I just want to watch Samurai Vice 1 and 2 now.
God, so mad. It doesn't exist, Austin. Come on.
The worst part is in Samurai Vice 1 and 2. So this is my made up canon for Samurai Vice 1 and 2. He doesn't have the vice. He doesn't get the vice. He doesn't get the vice into Samurai Vice 3.
Oh my god.
This is my made up canon for Samurai Vice now. Hey, that's the name of this episode, by the way. Samurai Vice 3.
Anyway, so like the Blue Ranger's fighting the Vice guy, and I don't know, he kills him, right?
Yeah, or he defeats him. No one dies. They only get defeated. You can't have people kill except the king who got killed in episode 0.
Okay, yeah, sure. It's only except for that one right there.
Except for that one death, you only get one death quota per season. All right.
Sure, that's exactly how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
But no, yeah, this is about the time when we actually get like those Zords all coming together and stuff.
Yeah. So they're like they don't know how to defeat the guy, and they're like, man, we have two separate Megazords. What if we combine them? So we get like this. We cut to a clip where the Red Ranger. What the fuck's his Red Ranger's name? I don't think we ever said the Red Ranger's name at any point.
Juru or something.
Yeah,
like that?
Juru was like, oh, I have an idea. I'll draw our combination, and then it will magically allow us to combine. So I'm like, oh, okay. By the way, this combination sequence is so. I don't like how this thing looks when it combines because it doesn't it doesn't use all the Zords aesthetic. They're just slapped on. That's the worst part about this combination. I'm not a big fan of the 5 Zord combination this season because it's just slapped on. It's like the way that the pink and the blue Zord combine, they're just slapped on. Like, well, you can argue that the pink Zord actually combines, but the blue Zord is just there. The Blue Ranger's Megazord, he just becomes the sword. He doesn't do anything. You could literally cut him out of this transformation sequence. Like if anything,
he's not actually contributing to the physical motion of the Zord.
Yeah, like he's just a fucking sword, right? Like if anything, it would have been way more interesting. They put like if he combined to the back, so they have like wing access or some shit. But like the blue Zord is just there. Like at least with the pink, she becomes like I guess like this chest armor or some shit. I guess that's it. I guess so. I guess that makes up for her. But like the blue Zord is just there. It's like, oh fuck, I have to combine. What do I do? It's like, oh, I need to come up with a combination.
God, but it looks cool. I will say that.
Like I said, the crystal aesthetic makes everything looks cool this season. It makes it pop out more, so that's pretty good. I like that.
Mm-hmm. So you get the ending sequence where Shigeru's like kind of like saying, oh yeah, I can allow myself to be vulnerable around my friends, and of course later on, because this is like during like a television interview or whatever.
Yeah.
And of course, like in outside the television interview, everyone else is watching it, and then they're just kind of making fun of him for it, as people do.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's episode 3. Well, we blazed through that real quickly. Good.
Oh yeah, there you go.
We're just blazing through these episodes.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, most like so far 10 minutes of this is just us like talking about like off track on other Power Ranger stuff. So
Shout out to the Korean dub of Power Rangers, by the way.
God, dude.
The worst part is the Korean dub of Power Rangers even fucking worse because so you know how Power Rangers season. Okay, so we're gonna go off track. This is the off track break, right? So you know how Power Rangers try to have creative names with their fucking season. In the Korean, all they do is add suffix or noun force. That's how every season goes. You look for the theme of that season, then you add the word force to it. Car, Force. Samurai, Force. Ninja, Force. That's it. That's how all the Korean names, Japanese Power Rangers are named. Dinosaurs, Dinosaur Force. That's it. We're done. Knight, Force.
It's just force for anything.
Yeah, that's literally how all the Korean dub Power Rangers all name their season. It's really funny. It works, but I don't know how that copyright works in general because I don't know how that copyright because they're using the name Power Rangers, right? But it's clearly established that that's an American brand name because I don't know how this is all just like a whole bunch of international copyright law bullshit that we have to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they just randomly use the Power Rangers like they use the Power Rangers Force name and logo in there and they're like but it's not Power Rangers, it's just like a redub of it, so it's not connected to the actual American Power Rangers franchise IP name, so it's really weird, right? Yeah. Anyway,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm just learning a whole bunch of stuff now. This is how
that's why William doesn't know anything about how any of this stuff works.
Yeah, it's just all I know is what you're telling me. It's like, well, shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
yeah. Now we're in episode 4.
Yeah, we're on episode 4, where it feels like that episode starts off making me think, did I miss an episode when I was watching this?
They like to do weird code opens like this with the episode.
Wait, do they do this a lot or something or no?
Yeah, that's the thing they do. They just do a code open that's unrelated, whatever it is. Like we just get into the action. Oh, we should probably talk about these episodes' name at some point, right?
I mean, it's episode 4.
The Princess of the Lost Kingdom.
No. Okay, look, Princess of the Lost Kingdom Force. There you go.
Jesus Christ.
That's what we like from episode 4 onward. We're just adding force to everything. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's what we're doing now, Austin. You can't stop this.
Oh, okay.
Princess of the Lost World Force. This is episode 4.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. So episode 4 starts. I mean, we get introduced to a new Kiramager stone because that's what the gimmick of the device is, and it's like this train thing that has a dinosaur. See, this is what I was talking about. This is my problem. See, this Zord, this black train Zord, fixes every of the other Zord's problem because we're clearly establishing that these Zords are sentient, right? But there's nothing to show that they're sentient whatsoever, except like these glowing eyes that just glows up whenever they talk, but it doesn't help convey that they're sentient. They're just glowing eyes. But at least with this train, this dinosaur train with like this dinosaur head, at least we know that's sentient, and we were like, okay, yeah, I believe this is a talking
because it's imitating life, and so it has to have the eyes to then it's like, oh yeah, that's sentient. But in here it's just like there's nothing that conveys it unless when they combine, then you kind of see the eyes.
Yeah, and then when we see the actual Rangers, or they just have these glowing eyes. What is that really glowing? They just have these light that just glows up, and we're supposed to assume that's them being sentient, which doesn't help convey the message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're introduced into the Black Zord that just like, hey, yo, I'm a train, and they decide to fight a train, and the train's like, oh, okay, and the train's like,
train just goes choo choo everywhere.
Yeah, and then we get introduced. So this actually technically the first time we're introduced to this character if we don't count episode 0 or whatever, right? The princesses. Oh, by the way, look at the Wikipedia page. They don't list episode 0, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I just looked at the Wikipedia page. It doesn't list episode 0 as part of the line.
Ah, look at that. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's listed as a special. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess it counts as a special. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. But it just feels like it doesn't. Like feels like it's so important.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole bunch of background information, but whatever. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it.
But they do explain the background of the show throughout the season. So yeah, we introduced Princess Elko. What the fuck's this guy's name?
Garuza, I think it was.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with Garuza. Yeah, Garuza.
He's like
Gaiza,
one of the
Gaiza,
few.
Gaiza. Is it Gaiza?
Is it Gaiza?
Yeah, Gaiza.
Is it Gaiza? I thought it was Garuza.
No, it's Gaiza. According to we're using the Wikipedia translation because we don't want people to know what subgroup we're using for this because we don't want to cause a divide. Oh, don't cause a divide.
But they literally say Garuza, don't they?
Shut up, William.
Like, you can hear it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the Wikipedia. We're using Wikipedia canon, alright?
Wikipedia canon. Wikipedia canon. Okay. Wow.
Okay, fine. We're using the Wikipedia force, okay? Is that better?
Oh my god. Yes, we're using the Wikipedia force.
Yeah. So guys shows up, and then this is where, if you don't count episode 0, is when he explains the backstory of how all this happened, of how he was brainwashed to kill the brother and everything. And it's like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, I was brainwashed. Please believe me, please. I need you guys to believe me. I need you guys to believe me that I was brainwashed.
Yeah, but it's so weird. Like, the thing is, like, when I was watching this, and then he's talking about like how he was brainwashed and stuff. Like, this feels like such like more like, as like, especially for me, like, it feels like this would be happen like at the end of season 1, you know, when you're doing villain stuff and like possible like brainwashing and stuff like that. But this is so early. I felt like this should have been later on. It was just so weird.
But we find out later that's clearly not the case. So yeah, so he shows up. He's like, oh, I'm being brainwashed. He says something to Mabushima in their stupid alien crystal language, or whatever the fuck.
Which like, is just, you know, it's a, you know, beep boop 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 bop. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, he's like, He's like, he's like, oh yeah, but your father is still alive. Heavy quotation. He's like, oh, it's like, oh, he is. Okay, cool. He's like, oh, cool, that's great.
But yeah, this is basically just him trying to like tell the princess to bring something to him, because, you know, saying, I was like, oh, it'll bring your, you know, it'll do, what was it again? I don't know, to bring her father back or something like that, or like to help end the control or whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then it's like, you know, of course, like, I mean, for her, understandably, she wants her father back. You have a flashback of her, you know, with her talking with her father.
Yeah.
And then, you know, so she brings the crystal, but of course everyone else kind of doesn't believe it, but she kind of wants to believe it because, you know, her father.
Yeah.
And then, I'm trying to remember what else happens.
I'm just skimming through the episode right now as we discuss it to make it easier.
I know.
Yeah, so he's like, yeah, give me the crystal, give me this magic stone, which we're not gonna establish yet to what we're gonna do. With this mysterious stone, we're gonna definitely not establish like another 3 episode. This plot device stone.
They try to get to her, but they're fighting like what, a monster? One of the monsters shows up,
and so all the Rangers goes fight it. But then we found out, oh no, the Rangers were really following her. That it was just clones. It was that stupid doll thing that they made from Mabushima's tears. That's just been.
Fighting. The Red Ranger is like, oh, I'll just use the double so I can reach her in time. While you know, everyone else fights with the double on their side.
Yeah. And then he's like the weakest argument I've ever seen to give off.
Oh yeah, but how he was.
I was like, yo, I know you're evil. I saw it in my dream.
Oh yeah, because it's like oh yeah, only people who's like I remember in my dream that you laughed when you killed him. So obviously you weren't being brainwashed. You were sentient.
Wait, speaking of dream, I have some interesting dream stuff to talk to you, but when we talk later this week. In our Mythica spoiler cast. Oh, but hey, that's a foreshadow. That's a plug. Go watch the Mythica spoiler cast.
Wait, is it foreshadowing if it's gonna come out before this comes out, or?
Hey, look, it depends on where the fuck I upload these. All right. Shut up. It's foreshadowing for now for me because technically we haven't recorded it yet, so it's foreshadowing now. But,
okay. You know what? Fine. Sure. I'll accept it. Yeah. Sure, that makes total sense.
Yeah. So then we find out. The uncle is really evil. And then we get his cool monster design. I like this guy's monster design. This guy's monster design looks cool. He has this weird moon aesthetic going on with his face. Like, he has like this weird moon aesthetic going on with his body, but he's still like this black diamond thing. So I like how this guy looks. This guy looks cool. To be fair,
he looks badass as fuck.
He looks like a villain. And then we get the fight sequence between the red guy and during this fight we get a lot of good camera work when they fight.
Oh yeah, it's honestly like so far one of the best fights I've seen in the show.
Yeah, because especially when you start doing the sword fight, we see the camera start moving around, which is really cool. Yeah,
there's so much going on, but it's just there's really good focus on who's doing what, and it's just like it's really engaging.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe it. Honestly, it's just kind of fun to see.
Yeah, and then the train comes back and it transforms into a T-Rex. Into this cool looking. I'm not gonna lie, this T-Rex train Zord actually looks pretty cool with the way it's designed, because it has this whole black and purple aesthetic going on. Because you see the whole all the glitter being used for it, so it looks really cool. I like this train Zord thing. It looks better than it looks better than all the other Ranger Zord. I'm not gonna lie, and it has a chainsaw leg, so that makes him.
It's a chainsaw for a tail. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks way better than all the other Zords. This is what all the other Zords, all the main Rangers should have aesthetically tried to bend.
And it also has a cool attack on its own, because then you get the guy who's like, burn blacker, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know? It's like it just breathes like black fire on them or something. It's just like, oh god, it's doing so many cool things.
Yeah. And then the episode ends with Mawashina learning her lessons. All right, I learned not to trust my evil uncle, who was evil to begin with.
God, I mean, they had some fun with this.
Yeah.
And this is just to show off like how much this guy is evil. He kills the other monster in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
It's just like, how dare you interrupt my fight? Fuck you! It kills it like in one kill. I'm like, it's all right, sure.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like even his evil partners just kind of like says, oh god, he's scary as fuck.
Segment a lot where he just kills the other, and he just kills his own supposed ally a lot in this season so far.
Yeah,
what we've seen.
It's a fucking thing.
Yeah. All right, that's episode 4.
God.
So episode 5 is what the fuck is episode 5? Episode 5 is shove yellow coming through force. I think we should stop adding force to everything now.
No, we're gonna keep at it. Maybe not for this one, because we're doing a cluster, but for everything else, yes.
Okay, everything.
Yes,
all right, yeah. So this is a Yellow Rangers episode to focus on. Yeah. So the thing is that they do episode focus on the team. So that's pretty good. So we don't just get stupid. Because here's the problem, which I'll discuss as in an upcoming episode. It's like a lot of seasons they're just fucking Red Rangers episode, because we gotta make the Red Rangers cool. I like how so far they do take the time to introduce the other Rangers first, right? So that's pretty good. I like that so far. Because normally with the way they do, they primarily focus on Red Ranger and his stupid shit. Like, oh yeah, I'm the Red Ranger.
Yeah, I don't think that we've actually had a Red Ranger focus. No.
We did, but it's not yet.
Episode 7 kind of counts as that, but
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'll discuss about that in episode 7. Yeah, so in episode 4, they discovered 3 new Kiramager stone that's in Area 51 apparently. I fucking didn't even realize that.
Was it in Area 51?
Or their designation area. Oh no, F51. Okay.
Okay, well, close enough.
Yeah, it's close enough. It might as well be Area 51. Yeah. They're like, oh, we discovered 3 new stones. What are we gonna do? We have to go get these 3 new stones. And then the monster of the week is like some Joy-Con looking monster.
Yeah, he's basically just a game controller, an Xbox controller or something. You know, that's just kind of how it is.
Yeah, they finally use their disc for something in this episode. They fucking use it to jam his face so he can't fucking use them to control them.
Yeah, it's just to free the control. Although technically, I don't think that should work, because it would just mean he's staying still, and then the other guy can't do anything. But I don't know. It's like
yeah.
But I know he runs off. And then Shove-Yellow, I think is what he's called. Shove-Yellow. He's just trying to bring about like more revolution or something like that. Trying to make the Yellow Ranger a leader.
Yeah, he's like, hey, we need your power to bring back these 3 new stones, these 3 new toys to life, so we can sell them to kids. So we can sell them to them kids.
Yeah, so he convinces the Red Ranger to like turn them into other toys.
Yeah.
So that this way, Yellow Ranger has his own squad to control, to lead, I guess.
Yeah. And then meanwhile, we get the Yellow Ranger just explaining his backstory. He's like, oh yeah, where he played Tekken as a kid on his PS4 controller. Did you notice that? Whenever playing Tekken, he was obviously using a PS4 controller. When I'm rewatching this, he's clearly using a PS4 controller as a kid. And then cut to present day where he's playing in the eSport League with a PS4 controller.
Hey man, PS4 has been around for a couple of years. I guess he could have grown up fast. Who knows?
Play as a kid and then as an adult, where he fucking plays I still don't. No wait. This is not even Monster Hunter now. I think this is Cold Rains. I think the game that they're playing this episode is Cold Rains, the stupid fucking Dark Soul, the stupid anime Dark Soul games. I think that's what this game is.
I have no idea. I don't play Code Veins myself, so I don't know.
Yes, I'm assuming this is Cold Rain, so I think.
Right, but you get backstory on the Yellow Ranger. How basically he's like, oh yeah, me and Grandpa used to play all the games together. Mm-hmm. But then he brought one game which I didn't like, and then
he didn't buy me Tekken 7. He didn't buy me. God. He bought me a game that clearly wasn't a PS4 game. That's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, but then it's like, I called him an idiot.
Yeah, I hate my grandfather. I hope you die. And then the grandfather died.
Yeah, and then, it's like, that's why I kind of indulge Chavello's fucking, whatever his attitude or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why I don't tell him off so much. Because, he reminds me of my grandfather.
Yeah.
And then you got, hold on.
What? Oh, William has left?
I thought I heard something.
William has heard something? He's reaching into his pants?
Okay, stop it. Oh my god. I don't know why this joke is a thing now. Stop it. Oh my god. But anyway, the Red Ranger turns them into toys.
Yeah, toys, yeah. Well, yeah. So the stupid Joy-Con enemy is still fighting while they're fighting. The Ranger has to figure out how to turn these things into fucking new stuff for him to use, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then we get a. Fuck. So one of them is a steamroller. I remember that, right?
One of them is a truck essentially, and then the other one is a forklift.
Yeah, it's a forklift there. Who are also supposed to be, who are also sentient. I'm not gonna lie, these look cool except the forklift. I don't like the forklift. The forklift looks really stupid. I don't know why. It doesn't look right compared to the others.
It doesn't feel good to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, they got new machines.
Yeah, they got new machines to use.
And then I know that the fight happens again with the enemy.
Yeah, the Joy-Con enemy guy appears.
But then this time the Yellow Ranger asks that they pull off a trick.
Mm-hmm.
To trick the Chavello.
Yeah.
That the Red Ranger is worthy of being the leader. And that, he can even help out the Yellow Ranger, that kind of thing. And so you do that, and then it works out. And then, I'm trying to remember what else happens. Like, I know...
Yeah, then they found out why the Yellow Ranger's the top esport player of fucking... where the fuck game he's playing, even though it clearly is. I was like, wait, using saying the top esport makes no fucking sense. This doesn't say you're the top sports player. Yeah, what are you good at? Sports. I'm the best sports player.
Mm-hmm. Then they defeat the evil villain.
Yeah, the monster of the week. We just call these monster of the week, by the way.
There's the monster. Here's the thing, because there's the villain and then there's the monster.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
So they defeat the villain, but apparently there's this thing which comes out of nowhere in this episode, from what I remember, that if they kill the villain and if there was enough darkness energy beforehand. He has this thing called darkness insurance or whatever. So if the villain dies, this insurance is added into the energy, and then he could just summon the monster straight up. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah,
that makes sense, I guess. It just came out of nowhere, but all right. So yeah, they summoned the new monster or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they of course they can't defeat it.
Oh, by the way, this monster is causing a lot of destruction. They're just allowing. He literally picks up an entire building at some point.
Yeah, I know, because he's a crane.
He's a crane game. He's a crane game monster.
Yeah, he's a crane game monster.
And he's just picking up towns, and the Ranger just casually destroys. Like, yeah, there may be people inside these buildings. There may not be, but yeah, no, we're just gonna destroy these. We're just gonna destroy the fucking building anyway. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but they can't beat it on their own. But then, of course, the other machines come in.
Like,
and you get more toy variations.
It's a good thing we happened to discover them this episode, or else we would have probably died. Really convenient for us to discover these guys. And by the way, the machine carrier, he just fucking carries glow sticks around.
Yeah, that was the thing. I'm like, couldn't be logs or something?
No, it has to be glow stick. Wait, because glow stick sparkles, okay?
Oh my god! But then of course they transform.
Yeah, and then Jiru, where the fuck? What's his name? Jiru.
Jihu.
Jiru, whatever. He's like, oh wait, hold on. If I can, he's like, oh, I can transform these machines into weapons.
Jiru or something like that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
the Red Ranger, basically.
So the Kira becomes a shield, which is alright. That's fine. That's okay. I'm fine with that.
The forklift becomes a fork.
Yeah.
Or trident. Well, I say trident. But it's honestly a fork.
No, but the worst, they call it a fork in the show. That's the worst part. If they call it a lance or a trident, that would have been way fine. But they literally just call it a goddamn fork. I was fucking mad.
That's the thing, Austin. They actually use it as a fork when they're cutting into the road, and they use the sword as a knife to cut out the road.
They just destroy road work for no reason, dude. That's the worst part. People have to drive. These Rangers are assholes. People have to drive tomorrow. Did you know they destroyed a roundabout? That's the worst place to destroy the road. People need to use their roundabout. These Rangers are assholes. They just fucking destroy fucking road work. No, fucking.
Oh my god! But then again, this is my thing. This is where I could poke holes in, like, who pays for the damages here?
I know.
Is like, do they know about Rangers all this time, and that's how they're paying off the insurance or whatever? They have insurance for this kind of thing, or what? I don't know. And so
other Rangers just fucking don't care about civil property, and they're just like, oh god. Yeah, fuck this road work. Fuck the people that work on these roads,
God. But anyway, I mean, they defeat it. It ends.
Yeah.
After you learn the lessons, like, it wasn't all that bad. Mm-hmm. Or whatever. I know what he's really thinking, that kind of thing. And, episode ends to get the dance.
Because every episode you have to learn. You have to learn something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright, so we're on what? Episode 6 now?
Yeah. Episode 6 is, what's the name of this episode? My friend
suddenly turning
5
years old.
Okay, but I don't think we should add the Force to this one.
Suddenly turning 5 years old. Force.
Jesus Christ.
I don't.
Wait, what have you done? What have you done?
Anyway, so you get the opening scene basically of the Pink Ranger Sayo-san basically saving one of the doctor's relatives in surgery. Basically, everyone's kind of like, oh yeah, she's so cool and reliable. She's like the older sister.
Yeah, she's 24. Yeah.
Yeah, and then is there a relationship between the Blue Ranger and the Pink Ranger?
No, I don't think so.
Like I'm just trying to remember. Like, do they know each other or something? Because like the way. No, yeah. Because he's talking about like how he's talking about the Pink Ranger, like how like she's like, oh, actually in the past Sayo, and then she of course like doesn't flips him onto the ground. So I guess that's probably in a future episode later on. Like it shows like, because there's like in earlier episodes there's a dynamic between green and yellow. They kind of play around with like boss each other around or whatever.
Yeah.
And then apparently there's a relationship between like blue and pink, but you don't know what it like if they're just childhood friends. They probably are. But who knows?
Yeah.
But then you get a scene where basically I don't know what this red guy is called. What do we call him?
Oh yeah, that's right. I was like saying we don't. I don't think this guy. I'm pretty sure this guy has any, but we have a fucking bother him. Like he just appears to talk about. He fucking just lives in this void and he doesn't fucking do anything. I think he has a name. His name is Carantula.
Oh yeah, Mask of Darkness Carantula. Yeah, he's one of the generals of the Dark Empire.
Of the Yoden army.
Jotunheim, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, so we got this guy. Yeah, he's this guy that we haven't barely talked about throughout any of our discussion. He's just there.
Look, man, all he does is make the monsters, and he makes the villains.
He's pretty much there. Yeah, you're right. He's just there to make the monster.
Yeah. And so... Yeah, he's saying, oh yeah, I'm sending this little one to, eat, but in the meantime, we'll have someone else, distracting the Rangers so that, the guy can eat and become strong.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And so you get the new villain, who's a camera.
Yeah, and that's the monster of the week. That's the
No,
monster.
no, that's not the monster. He's the villain.
No, he's the monster. William, what are you talking about? No, this is called the monster of the week.
No, yeah, but he's the villain. The monster is the actual what I would consider like the the big kaiju or whatever.
No. That's just the villain. That's the villain.
No, that's the monster.
You don't understand Sentai knowledge. Let me explain it to you. This guy is the monster of the week.
What?
I was so confused about what you've been talking about all this time. No, William, the stupid spandex motherfuckers that wear the stupid foam heads are the monster of the week. All right, that's how it works.
They're the monsters, but then what are the big ones? They're the villains.
They're just the fucking random shit that so back then before how they used to do it was that they would just make the monster of the week bigger and they fight that, but now they changed it where there's like this weird alternative creature, but it's still the same thing, honestly.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's really weird. All right.
Because like the way they're doing it here, there's always, I guess, as how you would say, there's a smaller monster and then there's the bigger monster, which is why I would prefer the smaller one as the villain because he's the one who's like in association or whatever.
Yeah. No. The smaller one is the monster of the week, and to be fair, this is the first time we have in a while that we had two enemies to fight every episode. Because normally what they always did in Sentai Power Rangers is you just fight the same enemy as small and as big. That's it. That's what you would have to do, just so you get the most out of your suits, out of the monster suits. But for this one they changed the formula up. Where now instead where you fight the small monster and then you fight him as the bigger form, right? They just introduced this new monster that appears at the end of the episode for no reason. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they changed the formula for that. It feels really weird to do.
No, I mean, it's like for me, it's like this is something that like I felt like this has been like I don't know how to say it, but it's like I felt like this was a thing that would have already been done. You know?
No,
so
they didn't. They started doing it like it's like before they always done it where you just fight the same monster again, but except he big boy.
Okay.
He big now. Oh boy, he big. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just so they get the most out of the suit. Cause now we made these suits, but then I guess they realized that it looks pretty stupid to have a giant guy in a spandex suit fight in miniature town in a miniature city. So now they have to give another monster now or some shit.
God. Okay, but anyway, back on topic, I suppose.
Yeah, so this monster week is a camera who takes photos of Japanese schoolgirls. The worst type of person to be taking photos of Japanese schoolgirl.
Jesus Christ.
To be fair, the Green Ranger actually comments on that.
God, but anyway, it's like they fucking the camera guy takes he'll take a photo and then the people disappear. Mm-hmm. And so he manages to do that with the Blue Ranger and the Green Ranger, so they disappear. The Pink Ranger tries to stop him, but then you get Garusa?
Yeah.
He comes in his train, stops the Pink Ranger from basically annihilating the dude, and then he gets him out of there, but not before tossing Pink Ranger onto her head, and her head hits a rock, and so she's knocked out.
Yeah.
Then they leave, so they have a problem where they're down two Rangers, and then when Pink Ranger wakes up, it turns out that she's reverted back to the mentality of a 5-year-old.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how amnesia works, but all right, but okay. She has amnesia. She has amnesia now for some reason.
Amnesia is weird.
Yeah. Yeah, so now she's 5.
So yeah, she has amnesia now. So and then the doctor's like, oh yeah. It's impossible for her to recover, even though amnesiacs have recovered before. But hey, don't worry about it.
Yeah. It was gonna be like, yeah, she has amnesia, all right.
And then they're basically trying to get it as like, so essentially they're down 3 Rangers at this point, and it's just they make this whole point like 5-year-olds can't become Rangers, that kind of thing.
Yeah, even. Theoretically they're wrong because they did that in another season. They done that.
Did they?
Yeah, they done literally. So do you remember? So we're gonna go back off topic again of fucking Power Rangers, right? Because that's we just go off topic. So do you remember how in Power Rangers Turbo? So you see Power Rangers Turbo, right?
Oh yeah. I haven't seen all of it, but it's. Oh no, yeah, I forgot they had the kid. Yeah,
that's where they had a kid be a Power Rangers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had the kid, and then he would transform.
In another Sentai season, this is back in like the fucking 90s. Die Ranger. Okay, so I'm just gonna say a bunch of terms that you're not gonna fucking understand. In Die Ranger, they actually had like a 12-year-old kid also become a Power Ranger, and I think they also did it really recently. I think 3 years ago with another Sentai season where they just had a 12-year-old boy be a Ranger. So yeah, it's not a surprising twist. They've done this concept before, so it's fine, I guess.
Okay, but this one's more mentality wise or anything, I guess. Mm-hmm. And then Red Ranger's like, oh, but how do we bring her back or bring that sense of her that sense of determination that is basically her sparkle or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to remember, like, but then he remembers that he had a photo of basically when Sayo was younger.
With a dog.
And yeah, when she they go to the dojo about the photo, and then they start asking what the photo was about, and it's just basically about a time when Sayo learned where she essentially gained her sparkle of determination, because they're like the dog, like they had a dog. The dog ran into construction. The dog was about to be buried under some dirt and shit, and they're basically, oh no, it's hopeless, it's impossible, we can't get to the dog. But then she just gets pissed off at that. And then runs in and rescues the dog.
Yeah.
And it's also apparently this is around the time when she decides to become a doctor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't. A dog. The best way to become a doctor.
Yeah, I don't understand the correlation or the connection between the two. If anything, if she was a veterinarian, that would have made more sense.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. It was yeah. Yeah, we're saving a dog's life is the same as saving a people's life, all right? It's the same thing, same anatomy.
Okay, sure. Exactly, yeah, that's sure. That's exactly how it goes.
Exact same anatomy. I've seen dogs, I've seen people, all right? The same thing.
Oh my god. You've seen dogs and you've seen people. Yeah. The same thing. But anyway, There's Mabushin is like, oh, I can't detect the Rangers. I can detect anybody through their stones, but they're off somewhere in some weird dimension that I can't detect them. Mm. And then the Yellow Ranger has an idea, like with the white what was it, the white crystal or whatever that they had before earlier in the episode. Mm. He's like he plans on using that, so he plans on getting caught, taking the crystal with him. That way she can detect them, and find out where the other Rangers are. Although technically, I don't think that makes sense considering the fact that well, actually no, she can detect crystals no matter what. It's just the people that connect to the crystals she can't detect apparently. But whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you got the Red Ranger having to defend Sayo during this whole thing.
She's 5.
Yeah, she's like now. 5.
Yeah, and then he has to do words of encouragement. Like, oh no, you can do it. And then she realizes it. Like, oh yeah, I'm not hopeless. I am someone special. And then she gets back her stupid sparkle bullshit back.
Although she's still like 5 years old.
Yeah. And
then so basically you essentially get a 5-year-old being a ranger and taking control of a helicopter and potentially,
The best person to pilot with a steering wheel, first of all. She's piloting a helicopter. We're giving a 5-year-old the ability to pilot a helicopter with a steering wheel. That's the best part.
Pretty much. It's just like, I don't think that's okay, sure.
That's the safest decision to do.
Not the most responsible thing.
But we'll go along with it. You right?
Yeah. And then, but she what do you call? Oh, there's this weird thing. There's this really, really weird thing where I don't know what caused it, but they they rescue the people, but then it's like apparently the helicopter, which they've been calling Helico.
Yeah, that's a name.
What do you call it? I don't know what they call it. Like in here is like she ejected some gas, and like I guess it's weird. Mm-hmm. It's weird because oh god, it's I don't know how to say it. You can explain it, Austin. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
It is weird.
God.
Yeah. But we're not going to explain it.
Yeah, we're not going to explain it. I was waiting for you to explain it, but honestly, it's weird enough that I think it's fine.
I think it's dust. I think she was just bringing up dust or some shit, right?
Yeah, but it was the way they did it was very weird. Like I don't know what they were trying to go for there. It was so odd.
Yeah.
But anyway, they defeat the bigger monster after rescuing the people, and the bigger monster falls on the smaller monster. Is how I'm gonna go with this now.
Yeah, and then he kills it.
Yeah, and then they all transform. They all you get the 2 different mechs this time: the Sky Mage and the other one. I don't know what you would call the three combination one. I don't know if they have a name for it.
I think it's just Kirame or some shit. I don't. There's Kirame and there's Kirame Jin, which is the 5 combination, I believe.
Okay. But yeah, so you get the 2 separate mechs. They get the other they get the forklift and the roller.
Yeah, they get the fork.
Yeah.
Get the fucking fork.
Yeah, and then
this fork. This damn fork. Everywhere I go, I see this damn fork.
And anyway, they defeat. Yeah, they still can defeat the monster. And then the doctor's like. He's just confused. He just comes back. He comes back at the end of the episode after everything has happened. He's just confused at what happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then
the worst part, they just randomly decide like, yeah, she's gonna be fine for the rest. We'll just go along with it. Like they don't bother to do anything with it. It's like it's just really convenient that she bumps her head again and then she reverts back to her actual age. But they all were just like, yeah, well, I mean, whatever. They literally just casually just don't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's like we'll learn to accept it.
Yeah,
but then
she's fine. I mean, she's like apparently like this important surgeon in Japan, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not like people will rely on her for getting their lives back to normal, for getting their lives saved or whatever.
Yeah. It's just fortunate that Mabushina, whatever the fuck this stupid princess's name is, fucking trips and bumps and then just fucking headsbutt the fuck out of her. She just fucking comes to that shit. Fucking Christ. She should have died, first of all. Her head is made out of jade. And jade it's hard, right? Jade's a hard substance, right? I don't know anything about mineral rocks, but whatever the fuck. But fucking, I assume jade is a hard material because she's a fucking rock.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sayo gets her memory back. Oh, okay, well, everything worked out conveniently. like that's the worst part. If Mabushina didn't fucking trip, they were literally just gonna just be like, yeah, whatever, she's fine. We'll go along with it.
Yeah, we would have accepted it. It doesn't matter.
It's so fucking weird. They're just like casually okay. They didn't try to make it a bigger problem or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You see, like, yeah, that would be a big problem, but like, nah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
I'm being called for.
All right, yeah, and that's the episode. That's pretty much the episode. All right, that was a good episode. All right. There we go. We covered 4 episodes in an hour, which I feel is pretty good. All right, yeah, okay. So after this, we can finally go back to weekly discussions. All right. Thanks for listening. Coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands. Okay, thanks. Bye.